Some of us are so busy trying to survive, please people, meet expectations, and keep everyone happy that we have completely lost touch with ourselves. And the scary part is that becoming a stranger to yourself don't happen overnight. It happens one compromise at a time, one ignored dream at a time, one silenced voice at a time, until one day you look in the mirror and realize you have spent years becoming someone everybody recognizes except you. Sometimes I think the greatest tragedy in life is not failure. It is not rejection. It's not losing money. It's not even death itself. Sometimes I think the greatest tragedy is slowly losing yourself while you are still alive. Because death takes your life, but becoming a stranger to yourself takes something much deeper. It takes your identity, it takes your voice, it takes your dream, it takes the part of you that once felt alive. The scary thing is that this rarely happens all at once. No. Nobody wakes up one morning and suddenly becomes a stranger to themselves. It happens quietly. You stop doing the things you love because life gets busy. You stop chasing your dreams because responsibilities take over. You stop expressing yourself because you are afraid of what people might think. You stop speaking honestly because you don't want disappointment anymore. And little by little, without even noticing it, you begin abandoning pieces of yourself. At first, it feels harmless. You tell yourself it's only temporal. You tell yourself you will come back to your dreams later. You will focus on yourself later. You will do what truly makes you happy later. But later turns into months. Month turns into years. And before you know it, you have become so focused on surviving life that you have forgotten how to actually live it. I think many of us have experienced this. We become experts at playing roles, the responsibility, or let me say, the responsible one, the strong one, the successful one, the people pleaser, the person who never complains, the person who always seems to have everything together. We wear these roles for so long that eventually we forget they are roles. We start believing that that's who we are. And after years of living according to expectations, we stop asking ourselves what we actually want. That's when life becomes dangerous. Not because everything is falling apart, but because everything can look perfectly fine from the outside while feeling completely empty on the inside. You can have a job, responsibilities, routines, and people around you, yet still feel disconnected from yourself. You can wake up every morning, go through the motions, complete your tasks, and still feel like something is missing. Sometimes what is missing is not success, sometimes what is missing is you. Have you ever stopped asking yourself when you last felt truly alive? Not entertained, not distracted, alive. When was the last time you did something that genuinely excited you? When was the last time you listened to your own voice instead of everybody else? When was the last time you made a decision because it felt right to you and not because it made someone else comfortable? Those questions can be uncomfortable because they force us to confront the truth many of us avoid. Somewhere along the way, we started living according to what other people expected, what other people approved of, what other people wanted, and what other people would think. We became so focused on being accepted that we slowly stopped being ourselves. And if you are not careful, we can spend years doing this, years of becoming everything for everyone, while becoming less and less of ourselves. Years of building a life that looks successful on the outside but feels empty on the inside. Years of convincing ourselves that we are fine when deep down we know we have drifted away from who we really are. This message is for me too, because I have had moments where I looked at my own life and I had to ask myself whether I was living intentionally or simply drifting, whether I was making decisions based on what mattered to me or based on what would make other people comfortable, whether I was becoming the person I wanted to be or just becoming the person people expected me to be. But here is what I have learned: as long as you are alive, you haven't lost yourself forever. You can reconnect with yourself. You can rediscover the dreams you buried. You can listen to your own voice again. You can start making choices that align with you with who you truly are. You can stop living on autopilot. You can find your way back because the person you used to be is not gone. The dreams you once had are not gone. The passion you once felt is not gone. They have simply been buried underneath years of noise, expectations, fear, responsibilities, and distractions. And maybe what some of us need isn't a new life. Maybe we need to reconnect with ourselves. The greatest loss is not always losing someone you love. Sometimes the greatest loss is losing yourself while trying to become everything for everyone else.